Welcome back to Real Talk with Brian and Dan on 1150 KKNW. I'm Brian.
And I'm Dan.
Our next guest is Kelly Richardson with Rowley Properties. And I am delighted to have you here today, Kelly. I was a tenant for many, many years, and I viewed Rowley Properties as a partner in my business. Never have had such a great relationship in my business. So delighted you're here. Kelly is the designated broker of Rowley Properties in Issaquah. She is the third generation of the Rowley family business that has been in Issaquah since 1954. A native of the Issaquah area, Kelly grew up learning about real estate and land development and gained an early appreciation of the value of commercial real estate. She has a Bachelor of Science degree in business management from Drake University with an emphasis in real estate law. She is also a CCIM Designation, which is a Certified Commercial Investment Member. And I got to say, that is a big deal. That's one hard designation to get.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's equivalent of having an MBA in commercial real estate. So, delighted to have you here. So please tell us about the non-working, Kelly. What do you do for fun?
Oh, okay, absolutely. So I love being outside in the garden. And I love going and hitting Issaquah's trails. I might tell you a little bit about this too. I also know a lot about salmon. I never thought I would, but that's just because I love being part of this community.
Yeah, salmon is a big part of Issaquah because the Issaquah River has spawning every year.
Correct.
Every year. Salmon days.
So,
go
ahead. Your turn.
Yeah, so since this, you have a legacy of real estate, right? But this is a show about living in homes and real estate. So can you share with us a fond memory about the home you grew up in?
Absolutely. So a home that I grew up in is on Squawk Mountain, and my family built the home. I remember all the kids coming and congregating on the street and just having so many friends. My sister and I actually started doing some rock painting when I was about 4 years old. And the fire department came by, and they bought some of our rocks for like 5 cents, and it was amazing. So it's fabulous.
Started your own first pet rock business for the firefighters.
Yes.
So tell us about Rowley Properties.
Okay. Rowley Properties is a third-generation, family-owned property management and development firm. We offer office space, apartments, hospitality, including our Hilton Garden Inn and Homewood Suites, and we have storage space and more. Our mission is to help businesses succeed, families belong, and communities prosper.
That's awesome. So we're Rowley Properties. Where are they situated in the Issaquah community?
Okay. Well, most of our properties are located, of course, in Issaquah, where we've been an active member since 1954. Our Hyla Crossing and Rowley Center neighborhoods are largely fronting right on I-90, just off exit 15 SR 900. We have roughly 78 contiguous acres there, and that's near Issaquah's Park and Ride, and it's Issaquah's business core. So our buildings serve the many needs of the community and its visitors. It's definitely a happening place. We have family-centric services, corporate headquarters, local startups, and entrepreneurs. There's lots of innovation and creativity going on in Issaquah.
What are some of, as you go back over the years, what are some of the bigger names that have come out of the properties there maybe and moved on to bigger and better things?
Well, we have lots of Costco.
There you go.
You know, that's been an amazing evolution. We have had folks like Lakeside Center for Autism. They started up as a startup. And they now serve Microsoft community throughout the entire world.
Yeah, that's really important.
So they've done some amazing things. We have a robotics company right now that is working on advancing robotics and how that can help businesses. We have doggy daycares where if you can drop your dog off and they can go out and take a nature walk while you're at work. So and more.
And more. Tons and tons of businesses incubated out of the Rowley Properties.
We did.
Yeah.
So share what your newest project is. I think you mentioned office building and a brewery.
Yes, we're very excited.
Can't wait.
Our newest project is the 2005 Northwest Poplar mixed-use office building. It will be located at the gateway to Issaquah, just off I-90, exit 15, next to Issaquah Fitness Arena Sports. This new building is designed to be iconic, to capture our community's spirit and make a positive statement we can all be proud of. Unique features of the building include a glass-enclosed stairwell, which creates a lantern effect, visible from I-90, and it also promotes a healthy work environment with elements of sociability.
A great first impression for Issaquah.
Exactly.
Nice.
We definitely want to make that statement. And then the building's going to be built sustainably, featuring cross-laminated timber, and that reduces our carbon footprint and echoes the natural environment. Adjacent to Tibbetts Creek, the setting and design inspire productivity and innovation. We've got neighborhood amenities such as restaurants, multiple fitness options, childcare, doggy daycare, meeting rooms, a new brewery coming along, which I'll tell you in just a minute, recreation. Tenants are going to have breathtaking views of Issaquah Alps and access to parks and hiking out their back door. So this is only 3 blocks from the Issaquah Transit Center, and it's about a 70,000 square foot 4-story office building projected to be completed
That's
summer
exciting.
of 2020.
So I've got a question. Will the
You bet.
access be through, I can't even remember the road, but that frontage road, or will there be multiple areas of access to that building?
There are several areas of access to the building.
Okay.
Yes. So we're also excited to announce one of our newest additions to the neighborhood, which is Formula Brewing. They're going to be featuring specialty crafted beers local to Issaquah. It's going to be located next door to our new building, and it serves as a community gathering place. It's going to be a production brewery, have a tasting room, and will serve food. And so you'll see that open. They'll be open for sales towards the end of the year. And then phase 2, we're going to have an outdoor beer garden visible from I-90 with a live music stage.
Oh my gosh, it's right next to my CrossFit gym. Get a good workout in, and then just wreck
blow it next door. There you
Blow it
go.
next door. I'm very excited. That's cool.
Yes.
You know what's interesting is I know that there's been a talk about a brewery in various sites in Issaquah,
Yeah.
and I think that's a really good spot. Only because A, the visibility, and B, it kind of lends itself to more of a community space.
Right.
Right.
That's not being used right now.
Exactly. And we really want to bring those unique experiences to the
Yeah.
community.
Especially the mule place next door, which I don't even know what that is, but they've got really cool stuff to put on your truck. I mean, they've got this big truck out back, and
There you
I
go.
think it's a couple of, and spring-free trampoline, right?
Right.
So you've
Exactly.
got 3 really very unique, interesting, I would say, talking point businesses right there, right as you get off I-90, and that's really cool to bring that to our community.
Thank you. We're happy to have them.
So as we talk about business, why do you believe that economic vitality is important, and what is it that brings to the community?
Well, a healthy community is one that has diversity of businesses, which helps ensure a sound economy. These businesses provide services, restaurants, and goods in proximity without having to spend more time in the car. Businesses provide jobs, and when someone lives, works, and visits a community, they spend their money there. Incoming business dollars lessens the tax burden on residents, and that's something we can all appreciate.
Yep.
Right.
So businesses help provide for the needed resources such as education, police services, fire services, parks, the arts, and more. Jobs also create a sense of belonging. And when you innovate in your job and you're creative, you get that sense of pride.
Right.
And that echoes throughout our community.
Yeah.
So jobs are really important. And, why would an individual or business want to be in Issaquah? Well, I live and work in Issaquah, and maybe I'm biased, but many others agree with how special Issaquah is. Issaquah is consistently rated as one of the top places to live, work, and play. Sunset Magazine voted Issaquah as the #1 burb. Outdoor Magazine has rated Issaquah in the top places to live. And in 2019, Issaquah was named Best City by 425 Magazine.
So, Kelly, you're such a long-time resident of Issaquah. What do you consider some of Issaquah's treasures?
Well, naturally, when people hear about Issaquah, they think Salmon Days. Salmon Days draws over 150,000 people to our community each year.
Wow.
People travel from all over the world to visit Issaquah. We have the Cougar Mountain Zoo, Bohms, and much more. The Issaquah Creek, the Issaquah Hatchery, and even the Issaquah Alps have been voted by the City Council as the top treasures in Issaquah. There's such a rich history, and a large part of that is due to the number of businesses that have existed here for decades who help create our active community. One of the nice things about being able to live and work in the community is you can spend more time on things that matter, right? Not on the commute. I mean, what can you do if you can get back 2 hours in a day, right?
Yep, right.
What can you spend that on? Your kids, cooking a home-cooked meal? I mean,
When is Salmon Days this year?
Salmon Days is October. I believe it's the 5th and 6th. It's going to be the first weekend in October.
First weekend in October.
Yes, and the theme this year is In Your Wildest Streams.
Oh, cute.
We are
That's great.
celebrating the 50th anniversary of
Wow.
Salmon Days
Oh,
this year, so
fantastic.
it's a big deal.
Should be a big deal. All right. So that leads me to the Issaquah Fish Hatchery and Fish, Friends of the Issaquah Salmon Hatchery Organization. We hear you have long since been an educational docent and are currently chair of the board. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes. So the Issaquah Hatchery is the most visited hatchery in the state, and it's part of, actually, fish. We're part of the third grade curriculum. With over 250,000 visitors a year, it's the only urban location in Washington where visitors can get nose-to-nose with the salmon that has returned home to spawn. So we provide a unique laboratory for visitors to learn up close and personal about salmon and environmental education. Our fish docents instill a sense of wonder about the miracle that takes place in Issaquah and our region. It is truly amazing that the salmon come home after traveling 3,000 miles away, going to Alaska
Yeah.
and back. They'll actually come within 10 feet of where they were born.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
They
is.
are an amazing creature. So Fish provides tours of the hatchery, salmon education for visitors, and many school children. We have about 185 different schools that participate in our programs, as well as tours for adults all over the world. They want to come and see the salmon return home to spawn. And we're almost at salmon season, and it becomes about Disney. It's Disneyland in Issaquah. So I've been involved in fish since 2010. I love seeing the kids and adults experience the excitement when they see the fish jumping in the creek, and I love helping the organization thrive and grow. When you give back to the community, you uplift the people in it, and this is easier when you work and live in a community. So I'm really thankful I don't have to commute, and that allows me to enhance not only my life, but others.
Wow, that's great. So you and I were chatting the other day about the hatchery, and you mentioned some of the pressures on the fish. Can you elaborate?
Correct.
little bit about
Yes.
that?
Well, we've all seen the highlights out there in the news about the pressures of the fish and how that affects the orcas. And it's amazing. The fish that go out from Issaquah Creek, only about 10% of them will actually make it to Elliott Bay. And there's a reason why. There's been studies by King County and the Muckleshoots that there is a large amount of non-native fish that are eating our salmon. And those non-native fish have been allowed to continue to reproduce and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so,
What kind of fish are these?
well,
I'll go have a talk with them.
well,
We're talking about trout and bass. or-
we're talking about bass, pike minnows, and some others. But just in those particular lakes, we really need to be careful and watch and help our salmon, because we want to have them keep coming home.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Kelly, how do our listeners get in contact with you?
Okay, so they can call me. My phone number is 425-395-9577. And again, 425-395-9577. Or email me at Kelly, KELLYR, at Rowley, ROWLEY, properties.com. And I'd love to hear from folks.
Kelly, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, folks, for having me. I really appreciate it. It was
This
a
is fun.
pleasure.
It's been a lot of fun. You're listening to Real Talk with Brian and Dan on 1150 KKNW. After the break, we have some more Real Talk and, of course, some great final thoughts. We'll be right back.
Did you know when you pay rent, you're actually paying someone else's mortgage? Are you tired of missing out on owning your own home? Fact. Homeowners on average have 40 times the financial net worth of renters. The Eastside Real Estate Team has been helping many first-time home buyers find and buy their first home. They specialize in customer service and put you first. They listen first to what you're looking for, and then they take the time to make sure their clients understand every aspect of the home buying process. If owning a home has been your dream, the Eastside Real Estate Team can help you. For a free, no-hassle consultation, call 425-200-4093 or find them online at the eastsiderealestateteam.com, a subsidiary of Keller Williams Realty in Bellevue.
Create time for what matters most by locating your business in Issaquah. The 2005 Northwest Poplar office building is designed with that very purpose in mind. Rowley Properties is pleased to announce this new office building is under construction. Located at the gateway to Issaquah, just off I-90, exit 15 with I-90 visibility. It is designed to be iconic with its sustainable cross-laminated timber and illuminated glass staircase, promoting a healthy work environment. It's adjacent to Tibbetts Creek Greenway. The setting and design inspires productivity and innovation, a place to let your nature begin. Conveniently located near all the amenities today's workforce desires, like dog daycare, childcare, multiple fitness options, meeting rooms, hotels, restaurants, a brewery, recreation, and more. Tenants will have an incredible forested mountain backdrop and access to parks and hiking trails out the back door. It's within walking distance to the Issaquah Transit Center. The approximately 70,000 square foot 4-story building will be owned and managed by Rowley Properties Incorporated.
Did you know that on average, staged homes sell 70% faster than non-staged homes? At Simply Staged, they help you escalate your goal of selling your home fast. Whether you are looking for a refresh of your current home or trying to prepare for selling, Simply Staged has you covered. They won the Best of House 2019 award. Their work won in the customer service category, as their portfolio includes some of the most consistent reviews on House in 2018. At Simply Staged, they go above and beyond to ensure they listen and prepare your home to appeal to a broad audience. If you are thinking of preparing your home for sale or just want some fresh decorating ideas, contact Tracy at Simply Staged at 425-442-0339 and visit their website at simplystaged.design.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/1150KKNW.
Well, hello. Welcome back to Real Talk on 1150 KKNW. I'm Dan.
I'm Brian.
So let's get right back to our final thoughts of the day, Brian. This time of year, I don't know if you knew this, but there's a lot of sad parents out there.
There are.
Yeah, have you noticed that? Little empty nesters?
Little tears as they drive away.
Yeah, so, the ones sending the kids off to kindergarten, those moms are a wreck. But I've been now in a group of guys, and we're sending our sons off to college and daughters off to college. And
you got a big adventure
after the show, I'm
up.
flying to Philadelphia to take my daughter to school, and it's one of those things that it's been an honor to be given this position to help raise a child, and then to take him to this spot in life. I'm so excited about the adventure. So I'm not going to talk much more about it because I might start crying, and I'm not going to do that. I'll do that later when I'm by myself.
It's funny. You triggered a thought. I'll change my final thought here.
Okay.
One of the things that we recommend people consider is investment property as part of their portfolio.
Oh, yeah.
Something that my wife and I did that's one of the best moves ever is when our kids went to school. We gave them a year in the dorm. Then we bought homes near the campus.
Yep.
Some of the best investments ever, because these homes, a lot of the students want to get off campus. So we look for a good house, typically a 4-bedroom, at least 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, walking distance to the college or university. Yeah, you get top rents, and mom and dad cosigns. You always get paid.
Always get paid. That's a really smart plan.
And there's, it's great for us because we were able to house our student very affordably and then retain the home as an investment.
And they're going to have roommates, and that's going to subsidize what you have to pay for room and board.
Yeah, it makes it an income producer it's an asset instead of a liability. And I've got lines on some homes near universities. Give me a call.
Yeah, that is somewhat a plug for Keller Williams because we have agents across the United States.
Right.
So if your kids are going to Indiana, New York, we can help with that investment opportunity.
That's right.
That's kind of funny. So coming up, we have, is it Bumper Shoot weekend? Is that this weekend?
I think it is.
Yes.
Labor Day weekend.
So
Bingo.
don't go down and catch some great music in downtown Seattle. But also, too, there's the annual Sunflower Festival up in Snohomish. So if you don't want to head into the city for bumper shoot, you can head out to the country in Snohomish. So come wander the beautiful sunflower fields and eat amazing food while enjoying peaceful countryside. There's going to be food vendors, country store. Bring a blanket, sit out in the fresh air because it's going to be fantastic this week. Whatever you choose to do, it doesn't matter. Have fun, eat food, take pictures. Heck, don't take any pictures. Leave your camera at home. Just whatever it is, go outside, enjoy the sunshine.
That's great. So that includes our show for the week. I want to especially thank our guests, Tracy and Kelly.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
You're
you.
awesome. Thanks for taking the time to come in today and speak with us. It was a great show. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back for another great show next week. Until next time.
Thanks for listening, and goodbye.